3 weeks after Charles Donovan's conviction, the courthouse was finally quiet. The case files were stamped, closed. Reporters had left. Police officers moved on to new investigations, but Detective Emma Carter couldn't. Something still felt wrong. She stared at the empty courtroom and whispered, "The person who killed the court clerk was never found." Emma reviewed every piece of evidence. The murder weapon, recovered. The motive, confirmed. The mastermind, arrested. But one question remained. Who fired the fatal shot inside the courtroom? No witness had seen the shooter. No camera had captured the moment. It was as if the killer had vanished into thin air. As Emma prepared to leave, an elderly man stopped her. "My name is Oliver Grant. I worked in this courthouse for 35 years. I think everyone forgot something." Emma turned slowly. "What do you mean?" Oliver smiled. There was another CCTV system. Oliver led Emma downstairs, deep beneath the courthouse, past locked storage rooms. They reached a rusty metal door. A faded warning sign read, "Security Control Room, closed since 2004. Emma pushed the door open. Dust filled the air. Inside the room, old analog monitors covered in dust lined the walls. Most were broken, but one tiny monitor still flickered. Oliver pointed toward it. Nobody checked this system. It wasn't connected to the main network. Emma's heartbeat quickened. Beneath the recorder, Emma found an old VHS cassette. Its label read, "Courtroom Corridor, Archive." The recording date matched the exact day of the courtroom shooting. Emma carefully picked it up. Hours later, forensic expert Lucas Reed connected the tape to a restoration machine. The screen filled with static. Then, a blurry hallway appeared. The recording had survived. Emma watched carefully. A dark figure walked through the courthouse corridor. The person carried a black envelope. Their face remained hidden beneath a hood. Lucas whispered, "We've never seen this person before." Lucas enhanced the recording frame by frame. The shadow passed a large glass window. For less than 1 second, a reflection appeared. Not the face, only a silver necklace with an unusual symbol. Emma immediately recognized it. She had seen that symbol before. Emma searched through the evidence archive. Inside Jonathan Blake's old notebook, she found the same symbol. Next to it, one handwritten sentence. "If you find this, Mark, you found the real organization." Emma slowly closed the notebook. The courtroom murder had never been about one killer. It was the beginning of something much bigger. Emma placed Jonathan Blake's notebook beside the enhanced CCTV image. The symbols matched perfectly. Lucas looked up. "This isn't a logo. It's a secret society's emblem." Emma's expression hardened. This case was never about one murderer. Emma searched courthouse archives. Inside a locked cabinet, she found a dusty membership register from 25 years ago. Most names were crossed out, but one name remained untouched. Victor Hale. Nobody in the police department had ever heard of him. Oliver remembered something. There was one security guard. He always worked alone. Emma asked, "Where is he now?" Oliver replied quietly, "He disappeared the day after the courtroom shooting." Police traced the guard's last address. The house was abandoned. Dust covered every room. On the dining table, a fresh cup of coffee was still warm. Someone had left only minutes earlier. While searching the basement, Emma noticed scratches behind an old bookshelf. She pushed it aside. A hidden steel door appeared. Behind it, hundreds of newspaper clippings covered the walls. Every article was connected to Jonathan Blake. On a dusty desk, Emma found an old cassette recorder. She pressed play. A frightened voice whispered, "If you're listening, they found me. I don't have much time." Then the recording suddenly ended. Lucas enhanced another section of the forgotten CCTV tape. This time, the hooded figure removed one glove. For less than a second, a distinctive scar appeared across the person's wrist. Emma froze. She had seen that scar before. Emma searched old hospital files. Only one patient matched the scar. Former police officer Marcus Reed. Official records claimed he had died 12 years earlier. Emma whispered, "Not another dead man." Emma's phone rang. Unknown number. A calm voice said, "You finally found the forgotten camera, but you still don't know who installed it." The call disconnected. Exactly. 12 seconds. Emma looked at Lucas. "They're watching us." Lucas restored one final frame from the VHS tape. The reflection became clearer. For the first time, part of the hooded figure's face appeared. Emma stared at the screen. She recognized the eyes immediately. They belonged to someone she trusted, someone still working inside the courthouse. Emma whispered, "This can't be." Emma stared at the restored CCTV frame. Those eyes. She had seen them every day. Lucas whispered, "Do you know this person?" Emma nodded slowly. "I pray I'm wrong." She quietly closed the laptop. "If I'm right, the killer has been inside this courthouse all along." Emma secretly reviewed courthouse employee files. One profile caught her attention. Chief Security Officer Thomas Mercer. He had worked in the courthouse for 22 years. He had unrestricted access to every hallway, every camera, every evidence room. Emma whispered, "He could erase anything." Emma rushed to the security archive. One shelf was empty. Only one CCTV tape was missing. The label read, "Courtroom Camera 7. Thomas Mercer entered quietly." "Looking for something?" Emma slowly turned around. Emma tried to stop Thomas. He suddenly ran. The chase began through the courthouse basement, past old tunnels, locked storage rooms, and abandoned security offices. Thomas disappeared into the darkness. Behind a steel door, Emma discovered another hidden security room. Unlike the old basement, everything here was modern. Live camera feeds, encrypted computers. Someone had secretly monitored the courthouse for years. Lucas inserted the missing CCTV tape. The screen flickered. The courtroom shooting appeared from a perfect angle. For the first time, the shooter was clearly visible. Emma couldn't believe her eyes. The shooter wasn't Thomas Mercer. He was only helping someone escape. The real shooter wore a police uniform. His badge was hidden, his face covered by a surgical mask. Emma whispered, "This was an inside job." Lucas zoomed into the video. A single digit became visible. Badge 417. Emma searched police records. Badge 417 belonged to Officer Daniel Foster. Officially, he retired 6 months before the shooting. Police surrounded Daniel Foster's mountain cabin. The front door was open. Inside, everything was untouched. On the kitchen table, a warm meal waited. But Daniel was gone. Only a black envelope remained. Inside was one sentence. "You're following the wrong trail." Emma examined the envelope under ultraviolet light. Invisible ink slowly appeared. It revealed a map, leading beneath the old courthouse. Lucas looked at Emma. There shouldn't be anything under there. Emma folded the map. "Tomorrow, we're going underground." At sunrise, Emma, Lucas, and a tactical police team entered the underground tunnels beneath the courthouse. The map led them through narrow brick corridors. At the end stood a massive steel door. Across it was the same mysterious symbol from Jonathan Blake's notebook. Emma whispered, "We're finally at the source." The steel door slowly opened. Inside, thousands of confidential case files filled endless shelves. Every file belonged to powerful politicians, judges, police officers, and businessmen. Lucas stared in disbelief. This organization collected secrets to control everyone. Beyond the archive, Emma discovered a modern surveillance room. Hundreds of monitors showed live camera feeds across the city. One monitor displayed the police headquarters. Another, Emma's own apartment. Someone had been watching her for years. A large monitor suddenly turned on. A masked figure appeared. "You've done well, Detective Carter. But every answer you find creates a bigger question." The screen went black. No trace of the broadcast remained. Emma searched the room. Behind a bookshelf, she found a biometric safe. Inside, there was only one item, a hard drive labeled Project Witness. Lucas carefully picked it up. Back at the forensic lab, Lucas decrypted the hard drive. Hundreds of hidden recordings appeared. Every major case from the past 25 years had been secretly recorded. Then, one folder caught Emma's attention. Its name was simply Emma Carter. Emma opened the folder. An old video began to play. A young girl, only 8 years old, was standing outside a courthouse. It was Emma. The date matched the day of the unsolved murder from 20 years ago. Emma whispered, "I was there." The video continued. Young Emma looked directly toward the hidden camera, then pointed at someone standing across the street. The face wasn't visible, but one detail stood out, a silver necklace bearing the same mysterious symbol. Emma finally understood. She had unknowingly witnessed the beginning of the conspiracy. Suddenly, the underground control center's self-destruct system activated. Red warning lights flashed. Lucas shouted, "We have 60 seconds." Emma grabbed the hard drive. The team raced through the tunnels. Moments after they escaped, a massive explosion collapsed the entire underground complex. The evidence was gone. Almost. Later that night, Emma examined the rescued hard drive. Most files had been destroyed. Only one survived. Its title read, "The Last Witness. Confidential." She clicked play. The screen revealed the silhouette of an elderly man. He looked into the camera and calmly said, "Detective Carter, if you're watching this, I'm the last living witness, and they know you found me." The recording suddenly ended. Emma looked at the address attached to the file. She whispered, "Before they reach him, I have to get there first."